Yevhenia is 80 years old. Only recently has she retired. She has 60 years of work experience as a teacher. The woman is sure that she had the physical stamina and ability to work for so many years because she tried to live and promote a healthy lifestyle. Unusual cereals, which she had been eating for breakfast for so many years, gave her strength and inspiration to work hard every day of her life. These cereals are produced in Ukraine. The plant that manufactures grain crops and products is located in the Chernihiv oblast on a territory of around 7 hectares. The plant began operating not so long ago, in May 2018. However, it very quickly proved itself to be a highly efficient plant, not only at the Ukrainian market, but also at foreign markets abroad. The territory of modern Ukraine became a place of cultivation of oats 2,500 years BC. At a huge factory, which is located in a 4-storied building, there are only 3 workers. The monthly output of these flakes is 1 million kilograms. Which countries consume Ukrainian-made products? The cultivation of oat as a grain crop began about 2,500 years BC. Archaeologists believe that the territory of modern Ukraine was the place of cultivation of these oats. A very interesting fact is that both in antiquity and today, 95% of oats was grown for animal feed or as a technical crop, and only 5% for human needs. The cereal company is a real pride of Ukraine because the plant was built at the expense of domestic investors to the tune of more than 200 million hryvnias, because Ukrainian raw materials are used in the production of these cereals. The plant can process several crops: oats, wheat, rye and barley. In addition, cereals are produced using corn, buckwheat and rice. The enterprise is equipped with modern Swiss equipment. There are more than 70 machines and auxiliary lines of a Ukrainian manufacturer. In general, the company employs about 100 people. Among them there are general workers, engineers, administrators and packers. As far as the cereal production stage, human labor is physically not engaged here. It's hard to believe, but everything is produced in a fully automatic mode at this huge factory, which is located in a 4-storied building. Only 3 employees are involved in the production process: a process engineer, a dispatcher and a mechanical engineer. The conveyor line automation system is designed to minimize the human factor of production. After all, cereal is a food product, so it has to undergo a very tight and highly disciplined system of quality control. If you need to enter the production site, you should wear special clothes, an overall, a hat, a mask, special protective gloves and shoe covers. The hands of workers should be treated with a special solution. It is accurate and clean at all production sites. Almost all the grain that gets to the enterprise is stored in closed bins. At first glance, you can hardly say that this is a mill. Although everything is humming, knocking and whistling around, there are almost no traces of grain processing, flour dust. Special machines for air purification, the so-called suction systems, which are located on each floor, are here in order to remove the fine dust. Thus, the working process at the enterprise meets the most modern European standards, and the plant doesn't pollute the environment. The technological process for the production of oat flakes goes through several stages by using a modern machine tool which has very original names. First, the grain is delivered from a grain elevator to the bins, where a cleansing process starts. The grain undergoes control for metal impurities on a magnetic separator in order to prevent superfluous substances from ending up in the finished product. After that, the grain is cleansed of small and light impurities by using a special circulation machine. The small grains that are not suitable for the production of cereals are selected with the help of a grain cleanser. A stone selector cleanses and selects mineral impurities, small stones, and a machine tool that is called the trieur calibrates the length of the grain. After that, the grain is sent to the storage bin, where the process of peeling and grinding of oats occurs. A grain peeling machine draws the grains in order to prevent the product from damage. Subsequently, a circular saw removes them. After that, the additional peeling process is carried out by using the abrasive machine, and the so-called Paddy machine separates the peeled grain from the unpeeled grain. This is done in order to protect the finished product from gloom content. After that, the unshelled grains are separated with a drum sorter. Further processes are called hydrothermal treatment (HTT). Unshelled grain goes to a steaming machine through the scales. Thanks to this process, the flakes do not require additional long-term heat treatment. For example, usual cereals should be cooked for half an hour at a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, and the cereal produced at this enterprise can be poured in a cold yogurt. You can add fruit, and then you have a ready-to-eat breakfast. Or you can pour it in hot water for only 3 minutes, and the dish is ready. At such a minimal heat treatment, the cereal does not lose its nutritional substances. It preserves microelements that are contained in the primary grain to maximum, and this way the expiration date is longer. While producing the cereals, the grain is very quickly heated and steamed, after which it becomes wet. Using the conveyor, it is sent to the drying line, where it undergoes heat treatment. Here you can see how the grains jump under the glass. In other words, how they are dried and cooled. Further, the outer trieur machine separates broken kernels from whole ones, and the drum sorter distributes the grains into the appropriate bins. After these processes, the grain cutting process begins. First, it is done by using a drum grinder, then by using the so-called separator, where the grains are sieved and sorted by size, and the outer trieur calibrates the grain in length. Next, the oats fall into the storage bin for the following process, rolling. Actually, this is what happens, due to which the grain becomes thin and long, as we are used to seeing in packet boxes. After that, the small impurities go through the aspirating channel and the grain gets to a re-steaming machine. It should be noted that the enterprise has its own artesian well, the water from which, after additional purification, is used for steaming of the flakes. A flattening machine compresses the grain between the shafts. This process requires supermathematical accuracy, because the thickness of future flakes that go through the rolling process should be the same. Thanks to the equipment used at the enterprise, the flakes are of 0 and 0.3 mm thickness. After this process, flattened grain is heated up. It needs to be cooled. This process is carried out by using a special drying machine. Subsequently, a special separator separates the broken flakes and removes them from the conveyor line. Waste gets to an appropriate bin, and ready-to-eat cereals are sent to a packaging section. And this is a control room. The site operator calls it the heat of the plant, because this is the place from where all the technological processes from the production of oat flakes are started with the help of a computer and several buttons. If the emergency occurs in one of the sections, the operator immediately sees a signal on the monitor and notifies the appropriate services to eliminate the problem and avoid danger. Actually, this meant the operator of the control room may replace several hundred or even thousands of people. During all technological processes, laboratory workers take product samples at workshops in order to conduct quality control. The composed material passes control in 15 indicators. The sample is distributed by using the divider. It is weighed and sifted through a suitable sieve. After that, the laboratory worker distributes the material into various fractions for flour, broken grains, and basic grains. Our laboratory determines the moisture, heavy impurity, organic impurity, metal magnetic impurity, the content of harmful impurities, grain admixture, such as damaged grains, flour content, plus taste, smell, texture, look and readiness of the dish for consumption and cooking properly. At the laboratory, you can see the samples of the entire range of the cereals that are produced at the plant. There are monoproducts that contain one type of grain, as well as the mixture of several cereals. Grains can be mixed, thanks to which the consumer receives new tastes with a variety of nutritional and biological value. We guarantee that our products do not contain GMO. They are tasty, high quality and safe. It is interesting that the principle of non-waste production operates at the enterprise. The company does not use natural gas, but uses its own solid fuel boiler, which uses glue for heating. As a result of combustion, we get technological and household steam, which is used both in production and for space heating. And here is the packaging area. All finished products can get to this workshop along conveyor lines. The packaging process is automatic. in cardboard boxes, paper and polypropylene bags. This metal magnetic detector rejects finished products boxes if some foreign objects, ferrous, non-ferrous or precious metal gets on the packaging line. It also rejects boxes with a weight of less or more relative to the norm. Oat flakes are packed in a cardboard box. A special machine packs cereals at a speed of 60 boxes per minute. This is unbelievable, but the plant's capacity allows for producing up to 1,000 tons of oat flakes per month, and it totals 1 million kilograms. 80% of the products are oat flakes. This equipment is called a Palletizer. It wraps a packing film on pre-packed cereal boxes in special bags in order to prevent moisture penetration into the boxes during transportation. The managers of the enterprise are sure Ukraine wins in the production of cereals at the world market exactly thanks to the temperature-climate culture. Oats. In our country, it is grown in large amounts, mainly in Polessia and in the forest steppe, and the products are delivered to more than 15 countries of the world. First of all, it is exported to Europe, but we also deliver it to Africa, to the United Arab Emirates, to Israel. We are planning to export it to China. Our products are of great demand among the consumers and they are successful on the world and domestic market. Cereal products are a traditional dish for millions of consumers around the world. The cereal market is growing at 8% annually. People are increasingly striving to stick to regular meals and leading a healthy lifestyle. Ms. Yevhenia is cooking her favorite dish, cereal once again. She covers it with boiling water, which infuses it in only 3 minutes. She adds a spoon of honey to her taste. Breakfast is ready. A source of vegetable, protein and fiber is provided for the whole day. In short, the Ukrainian manufacturer takes care of people's health.